idiot! What idiot!
Max Verstappen, the Dutch racing prodigy, is a four-time Formula One world champion and has made a significant impact in Formula One with his exceptional talent and aggressive driving style. However, his career has also been marked by several controversial incidents that have sparked debates among fans, drivers, and officials. At the F1 launch event, he was roundly jeered by fans when introduced, leading to several comments about not returning to the event if it's held in London in the future. It has left a lot of fans, journalists, and fellow drivers asking, is Max Verstappen a Formula One crybaby? Before we explore the crazy circumstances around this news, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more exciting Formula One videos like this. Max has no appetite for that, to be booed like that in front of 25,000 people. He also says, if this is in England next year, they definitely won't see me. Jos Verstappen has been clear on the feelings of Max, his son. Christian Horner joined in with comments saying, I guess the only disappointment I had with it was that the reception to Max as a four-time world champion, that was disappointing. But passion in sport is always going to be there. But what happened? The F175 live event was a groundbreaking celebration held on February 18, 2025 at London's O2 Arena, marking the 75th anniversary of Formula One. For the first time, all 10 teams and their 20 drivers gathered to unveil their 2025 season liveries in a single, unified event. Hosted by comedian Jack Whitehall, the evening featured car reveals, driver interviews, and live entertainment, offering fans an unprecedented glimpse into the upcoming season. At the point of the Red Bull introduction, things took a sharp turn downhill. As first, Christian Horner was widely jeered as he went to introduce his team. Things only got worse as Max was featured, leading to further jeers as, despite his status as the #1 driver on the Formula One grid, he was not the favorite among the crowd. But is this just another moment of Max getting upset when things don't go his way? When Max joined F1, you could say that he was a little dangerous. Many incidents led to crashes on track, and one of the biggest early incidents was in Brazil in 2018. Max Verstappen was leading the race when he collided with Esteban Ocon, who was attempting to unlap himself. The incident caused Verstappen to spin, resulting in damage to his car and ultimately costing him the victory, with Lewis Hamilton taking the win. During the race, Verstappen expressed his frustration over the team radio, referring to Ocon as a fussing idiot and gesturing angrily as he recovered from the spin. After the race, Verstappen confronted Ocon in the FYA weigh-in area, where he was seen pushing Ocon multiple times. When asked about this altercation, Verstappen was unapologetic, stating, "I don't care, I'm a winner." Ocon defended his actions, explaining that he had fresh tires and was faster at that point in the race, which led him to attempt to unlap himself, as permitted by the rules. The incident sparked widespread debate within the F1 community, with opinions divided over who was at fault and the appropriateness of Verstappen's post-race behavior. But this was simply an early sign of what was to come, and 2024 has seen Max find himself in many situations where he has lost his cool. The 2024 season was going so well for Max Verstappen. Winning 4 out of the first 5 races, he was quickly into a championship lead that would prove to be unbeatable. However, he showed signs of cracking whenever he came under pressure, most notably at the Hungarian Grand Prix, when he came up against an old rival in the form of Lewis Hamilton. With Max coming under pressure in the race, he'd already spent a large amount of time repeatedly expressing his frustration over the Red Bull team radio with both his car and the team's strategy. On lap 63, we clashed with Hamilton when misjudging an overtaking maneuver leading to damage to his car, and eventually finishing in 5th place. At the time of the incident, he immediately looked to point the finger of blame towards Lewis Hamilton, but even his team told Max to calm down. Not the greatest look for a driver on the path to his 4th world championship. Now, The person who took the battle closest to Max in 2024 was Lando Norris in the McLaren. Max and Lando are renowned in F1 circles as being close friends, and even race on sims together. But a new dynamic to the friendship was introduced in 2024 as time and again the two battled on the track, with that friendship being tested to the limit. Things took a turn for the worst in Austria, with both racers colliding and subsequently blaming each other for the collision. But it was at the pivotal race in Mexico that Max's aggression became too much for Lando, the FIA stewards, and the wider F1 community to take. He was judged to have deliberately driven Lando Norris off the track, not once but twice, receiving an unprecedented 20-second time penalty for his behavior. The pressure of the title battle was beginning to tell in the aggressive approach. But the season finished off with a tussle in the desert with George Russell. At the Qatar Grand Prix in late 2024, tensions between Max Verstappen and George Russell escalated significantly, culminating in a public feud that drew considerable attention within the Formula One community. The discord began during the qualifying session, as Verstappen was penalized for allegedly impeding Russell, resulting in a grid penalty that cost him pole position. Verstappen, in his normal, uncompromising style, accused Russell of manipulating the situation to his disadvantage, stating, "I lost all respect for him." Russell responded by alleging that Verstappen had threatened him with physical harm, claiming that Verstappen said he would put my head in the wall. Russell characterized Verstappen's behavior as bullying and expressed his unwillingness to be intimidated. The feud intensified as both drivers continued to exchange barbs publicly. Verstappen labeled Russell a loser, while Russell criticized Verstappen's aggressive driving style and accused him of receiving preferential treatment from race stewards. The animosity between the two drivers cast a shadow over the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Despite the tension, both were seen attending the F1 drivers' end-of-season dinner, though they reportedly sat far apart, highlighting the ongoing strain in their relationship. The extent of the bad blood between the drivers led to many people questioning if Max is now going too far in his approach, even criticizing his team Red Bull for their inability to hold him to account. Former Formula One world champion Damon Hill even said, "I think Red Bull have a responsibility. Their team management has a responsibility to the sport. You know, if their driver goes over the limit on occasion, they have a responsibility to say, you can't do that." And they don't. So, is Max Verstappen Formula One's sorest loser? Well, with 2025 promising to be the tightest F1 season since 2012, we might not have to wait long to find out the answer. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more exciting Formula One videos like this.